what was her name?
Pavla.
Yeah, I'm afraid to do not say her name properly. Pavla. She's a very nice and impressive woman that stayed in our university 3 or 4 times, and she's very strong in that way of giving air and make progress the relationships. So I think that Brazil, Unifor has a lot to learn with you, and maybe we can also teach some other things. South America, and old Europe, not too old now, are rebuilding the way of living, the way of working, and I think that will be a very good partnership for both of us. So we would like to invite you to go to Fortaleza, and we'll be very glad to receive you in our university. And also we have some little buildings, little apartments for the ones who wants to stay for 6 months, for 45 days, for 15 days. So we would like to have visiting professors. So that's why I'm here. I'm not from the same field as you. I'm a lawyer. I'm from the law school. But for us, it's very important to have more partnerships. So that's why we brought these students here to give them hope, to know better the world and to know how to put progress in the local cities. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So maybe we will proceed now.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. One more welcome at the Faculty of Civil Engineering, Czech University. I have prepared so small presentation and a short overview of our faculty. You can see here. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Czech Technical University is located in Czech Republic, of course. Czech Republic is a very small country in the middle Europe. It's about 80,000 square kilometers. It's, I think, 100 times smaller than Brazil. It's a very small country.
108.
108, okay. But from this reason, you can go to Zlín, you can go to Brno, but it's not far. It's maybe 200, 300 kilometer maximum. It's total different, like in Brazil, of course. Czech Republic has only 10 million people. It's a small country, but historical country. And Prague is capital city of the Czech Republic. It's located in the middle of Czech Republic. And it's a historical city, nice historical city in UNESCO. And the city center is very, very important part of European culture. Our campus is located not directly in the city center, but we have devices or houses in city center. But the main campus is located here in Davice quarter. It's quite small but nice part of Prague. Not only Czech Technical University is located here. Here you can find the blue one is Czech Technical University. The old buildings in the neighborhood of our faculty is Chemical Institute of Technology. It was formerly part of Czech Technical University, but 60 years ago it's divided on some small or different universities. And one small building or interesting building is Charles University, and here is in the yellow color the building of it's not a faculty or not a university, but it's Academy of Science, Biology, and the next sciences. So Czech Technical University has a long tradition. It's more than 300 years ago founded, but on a rescript of Emperor Joseph II. But of course, 300 years is a long time. From this reason, we have divided on some small or different parts. Today, Czech Technical University has 8 faculties: Faculty of Civil Engineering, which is the biggest one, Faculty of Mechanical Engineering, Electrical Engineering, Nuclear Sciences, and Physical Engineering, so only one in Czech Republic. Faculty of Architecture, Faculty of Transportation Sciences, Biomedical Engineering, and Information Technologies. But it's not all. We have 6 higher education institutions. Klockner Institutes, it's mainly material and structure testing. Masaryk Institute of Advanced Studies, it's mainly economy and business. CIRC is Czech Institute for Robotics, Informatics, and Cybernetics, a young one, institute in walk distance from our faculty. And Institute of Physical Education of Sport, of course, this is typical for all universities around the world. And UCIP, University Center for Energy Efficiency and Buildings, is not located here in Prague, is 30 kilometers out from Prague, and Institute of Experimental and Applied Physics. It's a nice view on modern building of UCIP from near to Kladno. And circuits is walking distance, 5-minute walk maybe, from our faculty. Today or nowadays we have more than 17,000 students, but it was formerly about 25,000. But it's depend on population, and today, unfortunately, we have a small number of students like before. But from this number, it's maybe 1/3 is females and more than 3,000 foreign students. Faculty of Civil Engineering is the biggest faculty. Has more than 3,500 students, and offers all 3 study programs: bachelor, master, and doctoral study programs. Of course, in the neighborhood, you can find other buildings. Typically, is a modern building of technical libraries, not only technical university, but some parts, some spaces are in our use. Of course, catering is very important for students. We have 2 mensas in the neighborhood of faculty, and accommodation dormitories is located on different parts of Prague, not only here in campus. Sport is traditional for young people, is very important part of living. Or the same as students events, we collaborate with students and students organization on some students events. Typical view of Faculty of Civil Engineering from the main entry, and in the historical city center we have a very old, from medieval time, Bethlehem Chapel, which is for celebrating and promotion of our students and graduation.
Last year we made this exhibition of Brazilian
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, it's possible to make some exhibition too, of course. And from our or information about our faculty, it involves a lot of spaces, not only for teaching. It's mainly the entry part of faculty, which is a big atrium, very nice space for exhibitions, for conferences, education facilities. Of course, it involves lecture halls and ateliers. Lecture halls are divided on 3 types: big lecture hall, middle lecture halls, and small lecture halls. And famous Atelier D, which is in use by our architects. It was formerly in a court of our faculty. It's roofed now, and a very nice solution for using of this space. As we are a technical university, we have teaching, not only teaching, but two experimental centers for testing of materials. It's heavy machines for testing structures, concrete structures, steel structures, nanospider, and typical other technical experiments and devices. Very famous is a big water management research laboratory. This is 60-meter long, and for testing of construction in water management and experiments in water management. And of course, I am personally involved in geodesy and cartography, and we have laboratories of geodesy and cartography, and we have a good connection with programs and expeditions around the world. What is very interesting, we have our own gold mine, really a gold mine, but it's not in use, of course. It's now used like underground testing laboratory. So, of course, not in Prague here, but it's 60 kilometers on the south of Czech Republic. And it's a 6 kilometer long mine for testing, underground testing and experiments. So only one laboratory, university laboratory in the Czech Republic. And education, we offer all three types of study programs: bachelor, master, and doctoral study programs. Doctoral study programs are 4 years, the bachelor for 3 or 4 years, and master 1.1 or 2 years. It's different on study programs. And in bachelor programs, you can find here numbers: 7 bachelor study programs, 17 master programs, and 24 doctoral study programs. It's not all are in English, but the master and the doctoral study is all in English. Czech or English. Master programs, a lot of are in English, and bachelor is only, I think, only one.
Only one. Civil engineering is in English, but we have got many courses in English for incoming students,
Yes.
especially for Erasmus program, but also for bilateral agreements. So don't worry, we have got a huge offer.
So here's an overview of bachelor degree study programs, master degree study programs. If you have interesting about it, you can find it on our web pages. And doctoral study programs. Doctoral study programs are all in English, of course. And last but not least, we are awarded with HR award. It's an award from European Commission, and we have a gender equality plan, and it's based on principles of European Charter for Research and Code and Conduct of Experiments and Researches. We are included in organization, or not organization, but it's maybe a collection of all important Prague universities study in Prague. And of course, we have our special web pages, study at CTU. You can visit it, and find here some relevant information about the study and accommodation, for example, and other information. So that's all. Thank you very much for your.
Thank you. Thank you.
Some questions. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
André, eu coloquei para ti o vídeo da universidade. Se quiser colocar também.
Sim, eu gosto da vídeo institucional.
Vocês gostaram do vídeo institucional?
Da Márcia Mendes. Não, o vídeo
da própria.
institucional.
Tem como tu colocar o teu WhatsApp ou quer que eu mande pelo e-mail?
Before you start, we have plenty of food. Please.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Just one question. He's asking.
Yes.
Which test
Yes.
What kind of tests you guys do on the ground?
on the mine?
Yeah.
We are technical university and civil engineering faculty, and the mine testing, it's about concrete and steel construction testing is a big heavy machines for testing structures. And of course, the underground testing, you mean, sorry.
So
The underground testing, sorry. It's for testing of underground structures for metro, for example, not only for nuclear blast waste.
Devices for nuclear experiential testing because we are preparing to have this area outside of Prague and they are doing some tests.
Okay.
I think it's impossible to visit this place, but it's necessary to go before.
But also it's an inspiring space for students of architecture. There's a cooperation between the Department of Architecture and this mine department in Joseph. And they have some very nice designs of new architecture of entrance to the mine and how to use the spaces. There's a graded road. Over 40 meters.
Cadê?
You can go.
Não sei, mandou pra mim. Pra onde? Mas você vai aqui no e-mail que ela mandou?
So it's
Ela
only
mandou
a
por e-mail pra você.
to
Do WhatsApp. Você vai entrar no seu WhatsApp.
Não.
think about the spaces.
Então, botem só o que vocês já prepararam.
Televisão passada.
WhatsApp aqui.
Could be charged.
Adiciona.
Bota só o que vocês já iam fazer mesmo.
By the way, we got a very good overview of your programs in this little brochure. Thank you very much. It is very clear.
Thank you.
Maybe before you start your presentation, if it works finally.
I would like to give you a little gift from our university, professor of
Thank you.
da Brasil.
We will keep it at the department.
So he needs from our university. Thank you to be with us. Hope to see you in Fortaleza. So nice to be with you.
Direitos e coisas. Direitos e
And also, thank you very much for your offer of possibility of exchanging visiting professors. Because I think that we are also at present very interested in accepting some visiting professors of architecture, probably other specializations of the university. So we can go on in that and discuss it.
This is our most important point, because we think that the professors are the one who maintains the activity, who maintains all the construction.
Yes.
Because the students are very important, but they finish and they go. And I think that if you put together the researchers doing something, including also the students, but we need to make it stronger between the professors, the faculties, the ones who have projects. That's why we liked so much Marco when we went there, because he show us something concrete.
Excuse me. Where's the next press?
Thank you so much.
Did I give my?
Next what? Záchody jsou tady.
So you go?
Okay.
Vai fora sobe as
Sobe a
escadas.
escada. E anda pra trás. E anda pra trás da escada.
And then to the right.
Right.
Jovem é jovem. Né? Acho ótimo.
Jirko, děkujeme za
Toda formalidade. Mas não pode ser assim, vocês têm que orientar melhor. Na Europa não é dessa forma, não.
Eu não fui que eu orientei, não. Não sei, lembrando que agora que eu tô conhecendo o menino.
Depois a gente conversa.
Yes.
Podemos?
Vocês vão me ajudar?
Sim, força.
O André é muito lindinho, né? Vou botar um
Gosto de estar perguntando se pode começar.
Você vai.
Start?
Let's start now. So we are going to show you our lab that we have already started in our starting first step of relationship with CTU. We are a group of professors from different areas in bachelor and master degree and in architecture and also the School of Law. And Marco is also participating as one of professors of our team of researchers. And the research group is called Living Lab in the City. We are dealing with innovation and social impact lab. The lab, it's going to discuss, it's a multidisciplinary research, which involves urban issues, involve architecture, sustainability, and social innovation, and mainly focused on the social impacts of human activities. This is how the work and the research has started. And here are the professors that are involved: Professor Cristina Honsek, she's here, me, Professor Andrea, Professor Sheila from the law school, she's not here now, and Professor Camila Bandeira, also here, and Marco Bruno Maio is part of our team too. And we have this group of students from different levels and from different fields of study. And it's represented by Luis Eduardo, the one that's involved with the first scholarship that we earned for this experience. We have main objectives is gonna get it from here, contributes to science in the construction, application, and maturation of urban analysis, methods based on evidence and interpretation in contrast to discourse that are present usually everywhere worldwide in city marketing that are not exactly as we consider sustainable or we consider like healthy impacts in the city. And we are going to work with case studies, and these case studies we selected from the official cases that the local municipality of Fortaleza it's already developing. We have several other, but we decided for these three because they are the most connected with the argument and with the subject of this research. And this is the city of Fortaleza. It's right in northeast of Brazil. So as we were saying, it's geographically very close to Europe. And it's the capital of the state of Ceará. It's the city, it's now the fourth city in Brazil in population. It's the 11th in GPD, and it's the first GPD in northeast area of the city. Some pictures of the city just to see a little bit of its landscape. It's at least the most famous places. And City Nova, it's an institution from the municipality. It's a public institution. It's based in the city of Fortaleza, in Praia de Iracema. The building is there. And it's developing studies involving science, technology, and innovation. That's why they call themselves as City Nova. They are very a very young public foundation. And it's already innovative in the sense that it's the first in the city that is involved with like special projects for the city. It's not only the current roles of municipality, but they are trying to find different ways to impact and to act over the city. And and these are the projects that we selected. They develop these projects and then they give to other departments of the city to how would you say, to implement them. And these are the ones that we understood that are more attached to our goals in our research group. They have the Technological Reconditioning Center, the CTR, would be
CTR.
in Portuguese, and they have small local interventions that they call urban microparks, and they have work of monitoring air quality against pollution, and they have a very interesting work that they call recycle. That means recycling, but also cycling. So they involve both teams
Yes.
in this project. I don't know if Professor Cristina wants to talk a little bit about, because each one of the professors are involved with
Yes.
this.
Okay.
Yes, Joanna.
Okay, we work with this technological reconditioning center. We have one place at Unifor that do this recondition, and Unifor works with together the City Nova to put it in order and offer for the public school this new technology, okay, to be used, and we learn the student how to do this. Only public school.
It's interesting because they are at Unifor in the campus. It's becoming a hub for those that want to donate these overpassed technologies to be recycled and giving them a new life to these public schools. And here are some pictures that the project with the municipality and Unifor are being developed together. And here the equipment's being restructured and giving them a new life to these schools. The second work, it's the urban microparks. They are involving the architects of the municipality, trying to renew some gaps or some urban lots that are not used anymore for any reason. It's not the discussion here, but to give back to the city, involving citizens that are around and using low impact technologies. They try to, as they call, naturalized parks, giving them a situation of very short and small interventions, but giving them a new life with these low impact interventions. And
Even for these micro parks, we discussed about the IPER, how they like rethought the Prague and the space of Prague. So it was like interesting to understand how IPER was planning, let's say, the public space of Prague in general, and how they reuse the spaces that they were like for no one, and how these spaces are coming back to the city.
nice.
So Florence was one of the cases that was abandoned for a long time, and too many other places that we were like analyzing like from this IPER research.
Maybe it could be interesting that here at our faculty is taking place an institute of public space, newly built institution. So it would be also nice to connect them and
Like it's a straight like operation to the public space and requalify the public areas. Yeah.
And they started with what they called pilot projects, and these were the both two that we started reading and visiting and talking to the population that was engaged on this project. But now they have over 40 places, I guess. I don't have right? Exactly.
43.
43, I guess. That's more like that, like this. And they're still visiting and checking and getting
Sorry.
information.
For the
Yes.
first time,
Yes.
the director of planning, the laws who rules the city are talking about microplastics. Pela primeira vez, pela primeira vez no plano diretor, eu vi ontem uma menção a
On the
sobre
discussion,
The master plan.
Yes.
because currently the master plan in the city is being revealed, and there's a public participatory process. And actually, I didn't know this,
It's a
Brand new.
which is very good to know because it's important to be institutionalized project, not only a foundation that can keep their work or not in a few years. In Brazil, we have this political issue that when we change the governance of the municipality, sometimes the projects change also. So we don't have continuity.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere also.
With precision.
Okay.
It's a
And for
political issue everywhere. Well,
Yeah.
and it's important to be on the law, the master plan specifically. And these are the numbers that the municipality are showing and exposing to the population and the spread all over the city. The office is here, right, on the city center. The two first micro parks were on the extreme of the city, and the second one is in an area of recent urban development. This southeast region is the one the city is developing more, and it's the second park. But now they are spread over this. Well, this is not a socioeconomic map, but I could explain that these are the areas that are usually the lower ID, IDH, how do you say, IDH?
No,
No, it's
GDP.
No, it's not GDP. Human Development
it's-
Index. I don't know well, it's
It's
the one.
development index.
Well,
The development in.
Development, right, okay, development index. And these are areas that are lowest. These are like the peripheric, socially, economically vulnerable territories, to be better. And it's a project that is recognized, and they are earning some awards by its experiences. Some other pictures of the projects and some places that are after the intervention. Of course, as I said, interventions are very with low resources and with the materials and the structures are very simple, but the most important is to be reused and reappropriated by the locals.
And with low maintenance.
Yeah,
This is
great.
important.
Low cost and low maintenance also. Low cost to implement and low maintenance also. Their quality monitoring is the one that is being developed by Professor Sheila. It's not here, but I try to explain a little bit. Well, they bring some. It's also spread everywhere. This issue about the quality of air, and it's an urban issue specifically because all the industrial and the vehicles and cars, etc., that it's changing it for the city. It's becoming not only environmental issue, but also public health issue and technological issue to understand. So they are implementing some of these equipments. The current number that they brought to us is 23 air quality monitoring that they are checking, getting the data, checking the data, studying the data, and also planning interventions or planning experiments to reduce this. This equipment was developed by the Federal University, which is the public biggest one in the city. And they are also spreading the information. Yes, here is the building of the university, the rectorate of the university where they were, I don't know, advertising the experience that they had. And they do this not only for a monitoring experience, but also to make the population understand the importance of the good quality of the air and the importance of each one has a responsibility about this. So they also have a platform that we can check and understand how to collaborate with that. And that's why they spread around the city also some of these advertisements explaining how to do this. And the recycle one is that it's interesting one that makes recycling and cycling also.
Yes.
Professor Camila.
Yes, this is a project that includes not only recycling, but also social inclusion, because they gave subsidizing the electrical bikes, because before they used this riding, how do I say, on foot?
And,
Yes, handing, pulling. And then they gave the electric cargo tricycles to make the collecting at the buildings and homes. And they start in a little areas and doing this. This is before the way they collect the material, and then after the new equipment. And now they can go in bigger areas and more materials and more comfort and better conditions, better work conditions.
dignity.
Yes, dignity, yes. So they now you can make a call, you can ask them to go every week or every day or every month, and then you make a scheduling with them. And then they go at home. They go at home.
I would say that it's also innovative because this social inclusion.
Yes, social inclusion, yes.
Social exclusion in Brazil is a huge problem.
Yes.
It's not been resolved by this, but at least it's bringing dignity to this situation of recycling
Yes.
for the people that are
Nowadays, there are 7 points.
of
Yes.
recycling.
They-
Yes. And the project is going to
To expand.
Yes.
And how much does it
expanding.
cost one
I don't know.
bicycle like that to find the finance?
I think it's
There is in the site of Recycle. There is.
Well, it's
and they won a prize last month, an international prize in Canada. One of the more innovative project. It's a simple project,
very simple.
but it's very focused on social inclusion.
Well, and use this presentation to involve our students in this project, but also inviting you and other professors and team of other researchers and students here to get involved, even distance and hopefully in person in Fortaleza also. Can be part of our lab. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I would like if you would mind to take a photo.
Yeah.
It will be before you leave.